Welcome back to another video. It's been 2 days because I was out station on a trip to one of the Ghat section in Karnataka, and it was a fantastic experience altogether. And I reached today morning, and right now I'm going to make a video on deepfakes. Absolutely. What do you mean by deepfakes? So, deepfakes is something like synthetic media, which includes images, audio, and and video, right? So this kind of images, audios and videos can be manipulated and generated by artificial intelligence, can be deployed on internet, which would be accessed by all of us, including me, you, or anybody else in the country and across the world. The reason why we are talking about deepfakes is because recently there was a Capitol Hill storm that happened in US, where a lot of Trump supporters entered into the Capitol Hill by being backed by a tweet from the president himself, and a lot of misinformation being spread by the supporters of Trump. So, because of this spreading of misinformation, the holy grail of democracy, which is called as the sacred space in the entire world, that is the Capitol Hill, was stormed by mob, and we can call it as from democracy moved to mobocracy. Now, how does AI do this, and how is this fabricating content happening, and how is it being spread across people, and why are they doing it? The main question is, why are they doing it? So the reason why the content is being fabricated is to tarnish the reputation, to create mistrust among people, and bring a lot of divide within the country, question the most important facts, and also spread propaganda which suits a specific political party or specific person's agenda. So this is the main reason content is being fabricated online using the AI generated tools. Now, what is US doing on this, right? US has a law to actually contain all of these deepfakes. One such law is called Communications Decency Act of 1996. Under this, there is a section or provision called Section 230, which basically protects the freedom of expression and innovation on the internet. Now, when you're saying that we would protect your expression and freedom, and also the innovation, which is basically creation of memes and all that, we are protecting according to this law. It basically allows a lot of people to come out with new content, and also spreading misinformation. And that is where the companies are telling that we are not responsible for any posts that come onto our platform because of this kind of law, and we need a more guidable law, a law that can actually guide us and also the people in a right manner. And this law is completely inadequate. Now, what is India doing with respect to deepfakes and misinformation? India basically has not enacted any specific law to combat misinformation, but it has uh, it has indirectly dealt with this kind of misinformation being spread using the IT Act of 2000, and this IT Act basically deals with the cyber crimes, right? And the other one is IT Intermediary Guidelines Amendment Rules 2018, which basically deals with the platforms. And this also, experts feel that it is inadequate to meet content manipulation on digital platforms. In 2019, when elections happened in India, the Indian government wanted to deal, specifically the Election Commission wanted to deal with the deep fakes and misinformation carrying across social media, but social media was in turn used as the vehicle for spreading propaganda to meet one party or multi parties agendas, right? So what do we need right now to combat this? We need AI generated tools which basically can effectively deal with this misinformation being spread. We need to move on to blockchain based technology, where it is more secure and easier to detect images, audio, video, and messages in a lot of things. We have to educate media users. Now, these users can be from a kid or studying the first standard to an elderly person who is 85 plus. All of them are using media these days, and we need to educate what is the right information, what is not. And the fourth one is collaborative and multi-stakeholder approach. We need to bring in technology companies. We need to bring in the kind of security that they have and implement it in our Indian government to actually scrutinize the kind of messages that is being spread. Need tools to scrutinize images, and especially these tools has to be available to journalists. Recently, we had Nidhi Rastan, who was taken uh, for a ride using a phishing mail, where she was asked to join as associate professor in the United States, Harvard University, and after a year she comes on the Twitter and she says that she was the victim of phishing mail. So even journalists are getting um, uh, faked by these deepfakes. So policymakers should understand that deepfakes would be threatening the very base of polity, and we need to be very careful about it. So no single technology can basically resolve this problem, but AI based tools should be the best way to start. Thank you so much.